thought it was about the dogs. Nah, it's about power. Yeah. Put up to the specialty, sunrise on the ground. Dogs in the grooming tents, whispers all around. Catalog smiles with the tension in the air. Every handshake got a hidden little snare. Bored in the back room, running quiet little schemes. Bylaws in the pocket like a stack of poker dreams. Say it's for the breed, but they guarding their throne. If you question anything, they coming for your bone. Grievance in the envelope, certified mail. Club justice system, but the day.
Welcome back, everybody. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Glad to have you. Okay, so we're going to start out today with this little clip that was sent to me numerous times. And I wanted then to go to the actual video and what it was, where it came from, because I like context of where the video came from or where the clip come from. I'm sure the clip is for like a gotcha moment or like whatever to get people to go to the video and stuff like that. But it was sent to me. Some people were upset about it. Some people were, I guess if you want to call it, fatigued by the whole idea of what it represents. Some people didn't understand it, wanted me to give context to it. Some people wanted me to talk about it, whatever. I talked to Joe because it is Joe's thing. And it's from his podcast, but we're going to go over it, go through the actual clip on what it is. The lady who is talking about it does give context to it. There is context in the actual video of it, but I'm sure this is to get people to talk about it, which is hence why it was sent more than a good, more than a handful of times to me, because people know that I'll talk about it, and that's what they want to talk about, because they will only talk about it behind closed doors, and know that I'll talk about it in person because I don't care. But so we'll play the clip and you can get your feel of it, of why everybody's talking about it, because in the context of what it's clipped in, it can get into some people's feels, and it kind of goes with what I guess is going on with, the 74-year-old lady, who trains. So we'll go, and I guess that's the thing, she is an older lady, so she comes from a different time. And it kind of goes along with society, right? So society and what we're seeing today, and what we're hearing today, and what people are fatigued about today. And it kind of is the hypocrisy, if you want to say, of what we're seeing today versus what maybe she would say today, right? So, but it's only a clip. And again, this is the problem with social media, and this is the problem with the 30-second clip, right? Because if you take it in the context in which it's clipped in, you're going to see something that's going to really put you in your feels, because you're going to go, well, that doesn't really make any fucking sense. But it's also the history of their past. And then it's going to get people riled up. So I'm going to play it, and then we can talk about it. And then I'm also going to play Joe's stuff. Hey, Mel's. And Right. So you get this idea that, a lot of people got stirred up by just this clip. And again, it's a 30, it's a small clip. And I think that's the whole point of putting it out there. And of course, the beginning of his own video starts with this clip. So it's going to get people in their feels because of what we're living in society with right now.
The other thing is, you got to look at slavery. A lot of our black folks are scared of dogs because
scared of dogs. Oh my God, I can't believe you said that, because there has been a subject that's been asked to be had on this show, And it's mostly geared to why do black women fear dogs so much?
It's black men too.
Black men would jump over a house by a dog.
I'm serious. I'm like, there was a place that I used to live. They used to do weddings. This is true. And they would do weddings. And Joe, I would walk my dogs around there. Be a white wedding. You see these white women in their gowns. Oh my God, I want to say hello to the dogs. Blah, 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 blah. The high pitch. And my dogs are looking like them like, what the hell? Because my dogs don't know that high pitch. I don't do that. I don't do that.
Right.
A black wedding, they got almost burning over there, so trying to get the hell back in that yard. Oh my God, you see the size of those dogs? That's the other thing. The other thing is, you got to look at slavery. A lot of our black folks are scared of dogs because...
Scared of dogs. Oh my God, I can't believe you said that. Because that has...
So there's your 30-second clip. So a lot of people sent it to me for that reason, like, you know, because like all this stuff, especially on his channel. I mean, like when you're looking at his channel, he has a lot of black breeders. He has a lot of black trainers. And I'm not saying anything. I mean, like we're not doing the whole race baiting thing, you know, but when you're looking at who's on his channel, who's the trainer. I mean, he just not too long ago had a trainer on there that said, the best trainers are black trainers. The best trainer for dogs are black trainers. So when you have something like that and he clips it up and posts it, it's hypocrisy, right? So wait, are you afraid of dogs? Or, I mean, like all his trainers, master trainers, you know, a leader of the packs, all those things. And then now you're afraid of dogs because of slavery. So, and that's the clip. So, of course, it was sent to me like, look at this shit, right? And that's how it was sent to me. Look at this shit. Can you believe he said this? Can you believe it was clipped? Can you believe it? So, of our shop cats. So in other countries, animals are feral and may have diseases. Okay, so see, there's a thing. And so when you look at, you know, the news and you see, you know, the fighting rings that are getting, you know, shut down and stuff like that, you see pictures. And I'm not out here to like point any fingers. I'm not saying that there's never any white people in there, but what is the majority of the people, right? But you're afraid of them because of slavery. I mean, now maybe she experienced that. Maybe that was a thing for her. I don't know. But you can't tell me when you have people on your show and they're sitting there and they're talking about man killers. You want, you know, your dogs to be so ruthless and so like aggressive and all this stuff that you know, you want them to bring people and lay them in front of you dead. And you want all these things, these words, these buzzwords that they use on your show, that they're also afraid of dogs. So are you afraid of the dogs that you train? And is it because of slavery? We can't have we can't have these two things. So, you know, it kind of ruffled some feathers. So, but I wanted the context because I'm a person who likes context. Like this is a clip of his entire show. So I wanted the context. So of course we're going to watch the show. With what dogs we get. Right. I agree. So, and Joe did tell me, he said that was just a clip of the show. There was more context to it, blah, 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 blah. And so, you know, we did talk about it. And I told him, I said, and that's why I'm watching the show. I just told him, you know, that it was sent to me several times, you know, and just by random people, not by like anybody in particular, just by random people. Like, can you believe this is what he did?
before is because of slavery. It's like back from because slavery, that's what the man did with us. They chased us with a dog, you know, the dog bit us, they bit. So you got this generation that did that. Okay, the next generation, if they like you can't do that. Now the following generation might like dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Then the father, because think about it like this. If it's a kid that sees a dog and wants to be with the dog, let him be with the dog. But if you got a kid and it's going to the dog, you're like, oh my God, don't do that, which I've had that happen many times with me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, person like the kids. So at this point, I just go, no, let your kids stay over there.
Mm-hmm.
Because the kid will come over to, oh my God, you know. So you get my dog all excited, and the kid is like, fine. But now you got the kid saying, oh my God, I must not can touch dogs.
So that was the rest of that clip. So you see how it went into further detail, but all he clipped was the part where slavery, right? So that was, and that's the full part of that clip. But of course, you can only do 30 seconds, which really looks bad. And it looks like hypocrisy. You know, we have dogs that are in dog fighting pits. We want man eaters. We want the dogs that are so aggressive. I mean, I watched a clip the other day where a dude, you know, went out and had a dog chase another dude in the middle of the street and like literally eat his face off. 2 black dudes in the middle of the hood, just like literally letting his dog eat the dude's face off, you know? And of course, there's no context to it because it is a 30-second clip and it's on TikTok and all this shit. And the dude just loving the shit out of it. And the dude can barely freaking move, you know? But yet we're supposed to believe that they're afraid of dogs because of slavery. And just for my own context and stuff like this, I'm not saying that no other breed or no other race does it. There's white people do it. There's, you know, Mexicans, Asians, every breed or every race does it. I just am going by this clip. I think there's just bad people all over the world. Period.
Welcome back to the show, NWA, where we talk to people from all over the world about dogs, about animals, about anything. And we actually dive into the animals and the people behind the animals. Today, we have a jewel.
Sorry, I'm taking some aspirin. Look, I saw some hurting. No, it was just 2 dudes. There wasn't a guy hurting a kid. It was just 2 dudes. Supposedly, the guy said afterwards the reason he allowed his dog to do that. And of course, we didn't see any part of that because everybody's like, why did you let your dog do that? Because if a cop pulled up on you or whatever, the dog would be shot. And he says, well, he was beating my wife. And we're like, where was the wife? And how do we know that that's what happened? Blah, blah, blah. Because all you showed was this 30-second clip of your dog, like literally eating the face off of this guy. And he was like, you don't need to see that. You just need to know that my dog was doing his job. It's like, okay. But of course, you know, these are all TikTok reels. Like, you know, it's just fun and games.
We have a diamond. I kind of, you know, diamonds ain't easy to find. You got to work for them a little bit.
And by no means was the dog trained in any recall or any release or anything like that, because the dog he couldn't even pull the damn dog off the guy. I mean, literally had to choke the dog off to get him off of him.
But anyway, Mrs. AJ Hunter is here. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Yes, ma'am. The Corso Way, that's your Instagram tag. And we follow each other. And I've been watching you. I'm like, look at this lady. I don't know if you want to tell the world how old you are, but I was just
oh man, that's an honor. That's an honor for me.
It is. Yes, it is.
How 74 years old.
74 years young. Yeah. It ain't nothing old about you, young lady. For real. But yeah, I was just looking at your stuff. I mean, I'm like, she make me feel kind of bad because I could be doing a lot more of my dogs. She doing it.
She does a lot. She does a lot with her dogs. I mean, I commend her for all the stuff that she does with her dogs. At her age and going through, I think she's had 3 types of cancer. So, I mean, I commend everything that she's done with her dogs.
Everything with her dogs and everything like that. But then I reached out to you, and then I was kind of wild. Just about the first few sentences. You have been in this breed for a very long time.
Yeah, 1997, 1998, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because prior to that, I was with my Rotties, and then prior to that, I was with my Dobermans.
Mm-hmm. Right. So that off cam we was talking about. I was like, I don't never see you on Facebook. You like, I'm not on Facebook.
No, I don't do Facebook.
Yeah.
Which is odd because usually people of my age, her age, stuff like that, it went from MySpace to Facebook, and usually that's where you say she must want to stay out of the drama.
I do. I have the Corso way on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube.
Right.
But you won't see me out there and about talking about, oh yeah, I got this,
Well, there you go. Go to the Corso way on YouTube.
Not that person.
Uh-huh. All right.
I'm not that person. I just work my dogs.
That's all you do.
I work my dogs, and I belong to a dog sporting group who, back in the day, my first Cane Corso that I did agility with, because I had Corsos before I did her. Then I bred a litter, and she was jumping over the daggone fence, they have the fence around the...
Yes, ma'am.
And she was jumping over that, and I was like, okay, I need to work this dog more than what I've been doing.
I've never been on Reddit. It's so weird. All I've ever heard about Reddit is that it's nothing but drama.
With the others.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went to this... I met them at a pet expo show. And I said, I'm going to try this group out. And I go to this group, and I come in the door, and Joe, everybody in there backed their dogs up like, oh, my God. And I've seen the face. Here's a Black woman with a pit bull. I've seen the face.
Yeah.
And years later, one of the ladies who owned it, she said, AJ, when you first came, we was like, here's a Black woman with a pit bull. I said, I seen the face. I already knew it.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That's funny. Well, wow, like 98 being around.
That's what I heard. I heard it's nothing but drama and bunch of crap. I've never gone on it. I mean, I've read posts, like if I look somebody up or something and they have a post on Reddit or whatever, I can look at that post, but I don't have like an account, never been on it. I can look at that post for whatever information I'm looking for someone in particular.
On the breed, 99, 2000. Before we get into a little bit more of that, because you gave me some newspaper clippings, and boy, here we go. So I see that you had a background in advertising and marketing, and then you went full time with your dogs. Yeah. And you even launched Gloria's Petarama. What is that?
Gloria's Petarama. Gloria's was my mother's name, first of all.
Oh, hey, hold on 1 second. Okay. Let me not forget. You're from Pennsylvania. So this is happening.
I'm from New York.
Oh, you're from New York. Okay, gotcha.
I was born in Darby, Pennsylvania, knew nothing about it. I was a baby when we moved to New York. So I always tell people I'm from New York because that's what I know.
What part of New York?
Oh, Brooklyn.
Oh,
Brooklyn.
It's Brooklyn in the house. I know what you got there. I'm from New York. I know what you're talking about.
And then I guess I was about 30-something when I moved to Pennsylvania. And then that's really when I really got, because at the time I was in New York, I was doing advertising and advertising firms and stuff like that. So
Yes, ma'am.
When I moved here I had my Dobermans back then. Oh God. And I moved here, and that's when I really got into my dogs. So I was about 30 when I got into when I had my Dobermans. I was like in my 20s, and they don't even have Dobermans like I had today.
Okay, that comes up a lot on my show because this is special. You're gonna bridge a big gap. Let me tell you how dogs is now. There's dogs when you had them, started with them rather. Big gap until now.
Exactly. Because my female was huge. She lived till she was 16.
Wow.
And I bred her. Of course, some of her babies died before her, but she was Joe, this is how far back I came for Dobermans. At the time I got my Doberman, I brought it from a guy who they used to put Dobermans or Shepherds in department stores at night before they had the burglar alarms and stuff.
They did. I remember that. They had Dobermans like in Sears and O'Neill's and stuff like that. Like all the old, like the good department stores and stuff like that. And like the malls and stuff. Like if you went to, I don't know, like that probably ages me, but like if you ever heard of O'Neill's and stuff like that, where you used to go get your pictures taken as a family and stuff. But like in Sears and stuff, like they would run in the department stores at night. It's true. That's facts.
So they used to put them in there, and that's where I got my first Doberman from, a guy that used to do that with the department store.
Yeah, Kaufman's, stuff like that. Yep, that's true.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actual guard dog. Yeah. Now, how? So you had some tutelage under the Doberman and Great Dane. Is that correct?
No, Roddy.
The Doberman and Roddies. Okay. Did you ever mess with Great Dane?
No, I have not. I like them.
Okay.
I said I was going to get one, but I thought they were a little bit too tame for me.
Right.
Yeah, they're like couch potatoes. That's not what I wanted to do with my dogs.
Right. So who schooled you on the Doberman and the German, the Rottweiler? Is this something you just kind of develop on your own? Or was it?
No, what happened was I was married.
Oh, there's one in Macy's. I mean, they literally did that. But there's one in Sears. Like, here's the history of department stores, 1956 and 1964. So through the 1950s and 60s, Sears Mall ordered catalog during the period, listed various pets such as monkeys, donkeys, hamsters, birds, fish, and dogs. But yeah, the Dobermans used to go into and like be at the department stores. Snouted cobras. Oh my God. They're so weird. You are so weird. In case someone breaks it.
In New York, and we had German Shepherd.
Yes, ma'am.
She passed away, and somebody broke into our house. So it was somebody who knew us, because it was like a week after she passed away. Somebody broke into our house.
Yeah.
And I said to him, I want a Doberman. Now, this is comical. This is going to make you laugh. So we go to this guy, right, who has the Dobermans in the stores and stuff. And he's like, all right, I got the perfect Doberman. So it's a full-grown Doberman. Attack train, the Schützen train, and all that kind of stuff. So get the dog home. And she was in there, and I've been around dogs. I was around Shepherds and stuff. And I pointed my finger at this dog to tell this dog to do something. And this dog proceeds to go after me. Goes after me. It's like, hey, you know it. So I got the kids, and they're all on the bed with me, and we're screaming, and I'm screaming at my husband. He's like, what happened? I'm like,
was this the shepherd? I missed it by reading.
Get this dog out of here now. So we finally get the dog tamed down. Take the dog back, and the guy was like, okay, listen, let's start with a pup, and I'll take you through the training. So that's what got me into the Dobermans. And then I bred her, 2 or 3 times. That was it. Then By that time, I moved to Pennsylvania. And I had seen Rotties on the Old Man and all of this kind of stuff. Never seen them up in person. And I used to take the train to the work over here in Pennsylvania. And it was a guy on there. He just wanted to conduct us. He would come around with the ticket stuff. And we got to be friends with him. He said, you into dogs. You always talk about dogs and this and that. I'm going on vacation. Would you mind watching my 6-month-old Rottie? I was like, oh my God, you got a Rottie? He's like, yeah. It's like, okay. I said, no problem. I said, is she trained? Oh yeah, she's trained. Housebroken, all of this and that. He comes to our house. I open the door and I see this big ass dog. I'm like, that's not a puppy.
Right.
But she was a sweetheart, and she was not trained, and she was not housebroken.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So I trained that dog, housebroke that dog, and everything. He came back in 2 weeks. She didn't want to go with him. And then I was like, let her stay another week. Got some more training under the belt with her because he used to keep her in the basement. By the time I finished with her, she was sleeping in the bedroom with us.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So yeah, that's how I got into them. Then after I let her go, I said, I need to buy my own.
So let me go back here a little bit. Now, Gloria's Petorama, what was that about?
That was a doggy. That's another experience. I did doggy daycare. I did training. I did pet sitting, going out to people's homes. So, and I did like theme parties and stuff for people.
Theme parties?
The right people that had the money.
Right.
So I was doing a lot of training and doing a lot of doggy daycare, that was fun. I really, really loved that. My dogs I had 4 Corsos at the time. My dogs weren't fixed, but anybody who brought their dog there had to be fixed. And there had to be an interview before they can let their dog come in there.
So Gloria's, who is Gloria?
Gloria was my mom.
Okay.
She passed before I even opened that business, way before I opened it.
So it was in remembrance of her. So.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Because I was her only child. So animals were my siblings. And I'm telling you, I had some animals and she used to be screaming at me. She used to say, if you keep them in your room and I don't smell them, you can have them.
Yeah. Fair rule. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad I got my headphones on because I don't want my kids to hear that.
Yeah, so I had a lot of different animals, but dogs were my thing.
Yeah. So you always had a knack for animals.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I had a knack for them. It was like almost like a gift of some sort. I mean, it didn't take much for me to try to train them. Not that I went to school for training. I'm not going to say I'm a trainer, but I've trained many dogs.
Right.
Just something. I just love them.
Right. You spoke of the Doberman. One of the things you said was the size.
Yeah.
Way different from now. So are you saying they were over 100 pounds, maybe?
My girl was, and she had the height on her too.
She had
That's probably old school Doberman, as in King Doberman or Warlock Doberman. That's what they used to call them back in the day. They were bred with Great Dane.
She was tall with it.
Yeah, she had the height. She was a big girl, big, deep chested. I mean, I go to dog shows today and I see these things. They look like puppies and they're full grown.
Yeah.
And I'm looking, not unless I've looked, and now I have looked at some of the Germans, Dobies.
Oh, the German Dobies, yeah.
Yeah, on Facebook. I mean, not Facebook, on Instagram and stuff. And I'm like, I would get one of those any day.
Yeah.
They big. I mean, there's a lot of dogs have changed, Joe. A lot of. I go to dog show, me and my friend, and I'm just like, what happened?
But height and big, even back in the day, 74. She had them when she was 20. that wasn't the size even back then. So they were probably Warlock or King Dobermans, which was bred with Great Dane.
Yeah.
Even with the Corsos. I mean, we walking the Corsos the other day, me and my daughter, and the guy, he's like, they're beautiful. Oh my God, they're beautiful. He's like, thank you. He's like, he didn't even say what was ours. He's like, I got Cane Corsos. And I'm looking at my daughter look at me. I'm like, well, what do you think we have? Right. So that tells me, you know what I mean? That tells me.
Yeah, it's way off. Yeah. It's all over the place right now. But while you're talking about the Corso, we're gonna throw the Roddy in there. We're gonna throw the Doberman in there too. When we talk, we know phenotypically the features. Okay, they're different.
I'll be right back.
But what about the temperaments and the structures? Let's start with the Corso. What is the biggest difference from now to then? Because you started with Belmonte lines, right?
Yeah.
Ed Hodis, the godfather of the...
Yeah. I bred with a friend of mine who got his dogs like through that line.
Yeah.
And then I bred with him. And that's the guy I told you we became friends because he started teaching me about the Corsos. He started taking me to the ICCF dog shows. And
you remember his name?
My friend's name is Rodney. Yeah, we've been friends for like over 30 years.
Rodney, he's what area is he in, if you mind?
He's in Pennsylvania and he's like me.
He's very quiet. Yeah.
Very quiet.
Okay. Yeah. What's up, Rodney? I know. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you putting it in the breed, brother.
Yes, he put me in there for sure.
Yeah. So then you went to the old ICCF shows.
Yeah.
Give me a little bit of background on how it was then versus now. You know.
It was
because it wasn't recognized yet. It
wasn't recognized that when the AKC took them over, we were all sad about that. Just because they just like ICCF, they were bigger. You know, Hammer, I don't know if you know Hammer, they're just big, brokey dogs.
Right.
That can move. That's the difference. That's the difference between a big, brokey dog that can't move and a big, bound dog that can move.
Oh, I see you working one, agitating it by that tree.
That's my boy. He's sitting here. Yeah.
Ooh.
He's a baby. He's still a baby.
He nice.
Yeah. That's nice. My boy.
Oh.
Everybody see him, they go. Even when I take him to those clubs and stuff, they go. They call him what they call him?
I did run and get some ice. But see, she's 1997, 98. So again, so we're here at the creation of the breed in America. She knew Ed Hodis. But if you watch, she isn't going to mention Tony until he mentions Tony. But it's not like she knew Tony, which is weird.
The killer, something they call him, because he comes and he bites and he's just like, I got you. So he's just learning. He is just learning. So I can't wait to get him in further and further and further. He's not afraid of it. He's got more confidence in a little bit. I mean, this dog, I'm taking him through everything. He's the main one I'm working with now.
He's nice. Nice. That's what they caught my eye. I was like, and I'll be honest with you too. Like I shared your profile with a friend of mine. I don't know if you know him, but he's been in the breed a long time. Tony Scandy. He was like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, he was like, "Ooh, this dog's working for you. Want to work?" Yeah, we was like, I said, "I'm going to interview this lady." Okay, yeah, I'm still here. Yes, ma'am. Okay, we'll just pick up where I was. But Tony, he saw that, and we were just like, "Wow," you know what I mean? I mean, the dog was just showing out. Back in those days, though, I'm gonna go back into that one more time.
Move, boys, move.
You talking about what was the atmosphere? Like at the old ICCF shows compared to regular AKC shows?
Like I said, they were big dogs. They had a couple of slim dogs, but the makeup on the muzzles was shorter. The head's a lot bigger.
Yeah, they were round. Yeah, big.
Yeah, a lot bigger. The shoulders a lot rounder. They have them like that today, but very few. Like I went into the vets and the lady's looking at me, and I have to feed the mother. And she's like, "Oh my God, is that a Cane Corso?" I'm like, "She said, my husband has one. Wait till he comes in." So he comes in with the dog. And I'm looking at the dog, and I said, "This dog looks like a Doberman. I mean, the skinny muzzle." And so when I bring my dog out, he's looking like, "What the hell?"
See, this is what's so weird. She's been in since she was 1997, so she doesn't know to say Snipy. It says Snipy like a Doberman, Snipy muzzle. I don't understand people not knowing terminology. She bred Dobermans, she bred Rotties, now she breeds Corsos, and nobody knows terminology to anything. I find that hard to believe. And again, I'm not like criticizing people. I just don't understand how people don't know the terminology of any of the breeds that they're breeding. Like with a Rottie, it would be conical. Like how she said they were rounded like this. That's conical. Doberman long would be Snipy. Like I find this so hard to believe. Right. Well, you wouldn't. Like if you don't breed. I mean, but the thing is, you can also look up the terminology if you wanted to know if you were breeding. But she's been breeding since like in her 20s. So 56 years ago, minimum. I mean, if she started breeding at 20, she's 76 years old. And she still can't like articulate the terminology. And then she's rounded shoulders, okay. But like she can't say lay back, she can't say forward, like angulation. Like I find this all hard. And this is why people don't learn, because people aren't articulating what they're talking about.
And that's why he's like, "That's the Cane Corso." So he's like, he looks at his dog, he looks at mine, he's like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, yeah, your dog's not gonna be looking like this, okay?
Yeah. You know what? I'm so glad you said something just a minute ago, because you was emphasizing structure, the movement, big dogs being able to move.
You were emphasizing structure, how?
Move.
Yeah.
And you're a working. My camera need to be focused. And you're a working person. A lot of working people don't know a damn thing about structure. And if you ask them to name 4 parts on a dog, they couldn't do it. You know what I mean?
I know, and it's sad. I mean, it is really sad because
Did she? But did she though? Again, I'm not trying to be mean, but did she?
even my friend, Rodney, like I tell you, he'll send me pictures and say, "What do you think about this dog?" And I'll be like, "Oh, wait, I don't like the hind. This is happening." He's like, "That's my girl." That's
The hind what? The hind what?
my girl, And I'm like, he's like, "For such and such is talking about this dog," and I'm like, "She ain't got the hind. She don't have."
The hind what? The hind quarter? Which part of the hind don't you like? I mean, the croup, the hawk, the stifle? Like what part of the hind don't you like? Like I'm just the hind helicopter. Right. Like I don't know, the tail set. Like what are we looking at? What hind? The pastern, is it cowhocked? Is it splayed feet? Like, what are we looking at the term like you don't like about it? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, you can't just the whole what? Like, this is what I'm saying. Articulate what the part of it that you didn't like. The whole thing? And why didn't you like it? You know, like I can sit and say, okay, well, this dog's slip talk, it's cowhocked. It's got no stifle, or it's got too much stifle, or it's got a low tail set. It not too much croup, not enough croup. It doesn't come off the top line correctly. Like, explain to me why it's got a short loin, a long loin. It's slab sided. It's got a spring of rib. It doesn't have spring of rib. It's not depth in brisket, right? It's got a round brisket. It's got a pigeon chest. It's got a steeple chest. It's got a lay back of shoulder. It's got a stovepipe neck. It's got a U neck. Like, you should be able to, as a breeder, articulate what is wrong with the dog.
Behind, so they don't look at that. Right. They just know, oh, it's a Cane Corso. Yeah, but look at what's happening with the dog's body.
Right.
Because if you try to, that's why there's.
I wonder if people down if they're not talking to someone who doesn't know. But I understand that, but you're on a podcast. So when you're on a podcast, the audience, you have to, especially with a podcast like with Joe's, you have to think that the podcast is learning, right? Like, I don't think that everybody comes on that is watching me understands everything. That's why I explain things. And maybe I over-explain too much. But in case somebody is stopping by that has, oh, I wonder what this is all about. And maybe they don't understand these terminologies. Right. Because he has a lot of people on there that he's always like, these are for the people that don't know. Or like, he's always saying we're a learning podcast. That's why he has all these people on to sit down and talk to them. Right.
So many Corsos today from backyard breeders and stuff that don't look like a Corso because you're not looking at what you're breeding, what the pieces.
Not even backyard breeders. I've seen regular breeders and big known breeders that don't even know what the hell they're looking at.
You're putting together doesn't work. Now, you might have two dogs and there might be one or two things wrong with one, and that one might have oversized that, so you could put them together and you might come out with something. Yes, but don't be breeding a rear that's like this, and you think you're gonna get a rounded hip, hip rights. Mm-hmm. Then you wind up with hip dysplasia. It's just a mess, Joe. Yeah. It's a mess.
So you even understand what that means?
Even with that part, what about in the show? I mean, has the show world took too much out of the Corso, in your opinion?
To tell you the truth, when I go see some of the show, you don't really see a lot of Corsos.
No, like when I be here in my area, we be trying to call people, hey, can you bring one?
Right. You just don't see that many anymore. You know what I mean? And I don't know. There's one show I was looking at, I think it was a European show, because they still have tails and ears there. Mm-hmm. And I'm looking at the show, and this dog actually had flat feet. Like the paws were like splayed and flat. Mm-hmm. And I'm looking at the show, and I'm like, I'm hoping this judge don't pick this dog. Please don't pick this dog, because they're going to breed the shit out that dog. Don't pick that dog. Yeah. You know what I mean? And the dog wound up being third place. But it shouldn't even been third place. It should have been out altogether.
Right. They put it up anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
because
crazy.
It was tall and it was bulky, but it had flat feet.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of all over the place right now. There's a lot of breeds suffering through the all over the place type of stuff. But yeah, I remember like just I remember as a kid. I'm 40. I'll be 48. Yeah, I'll be 48 soon.
You
But
a baby.
yeah, I am. Yeah. A big old baby. But yeah, I remember as a kid, I still can remember like my dad getting shepherds, and I can still visualize them, how they were, and structurally how powerful they was. Some of these dogs so weak right now. I mean,
Yeah.
any other thing push them back, you know?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I run this boy on the treadmill. I have a doggy treadmill, and you've probably seen that in my
Oh, yeah.
in my
Yeah.
videos and stuff.
Yeah.
I pretty much do a lot of frisbee with him. I might want him to start jumping and catching it. He's starting to do that.
hmm
So it's a lot. And people get these dogs and they're like, okay, I'm just gonna walk them around the block, and that's not going. You don't want a Corso,
Yeah. Yeah.
not a real Corso.
No. And you know what a real Corso is.
Yes.
A lot of people don't. I remember I had one, I guess I was about 23 years old. It was a while ago. I don't think they had it all mapped out yet, too. It's some of them dogs, you know, man. You know, because it is a newer breed. And some of them, I was like, let's talk about stability. What does stability look like in a Cane Corso? And because I think I be covering this different topics, right? And one topic that comes up is stability, and the other topic is well, I just say a strong dog. I don't know. I think people get it kind of mixed up.
Like a stable dog.
A stable dog versus, I think let me put it this way: reactivity and a strong dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
Reactive dog?
a reactive dog.
Right.
Yeah, I think people get that kind of blur between a strong dog and a reactive dog. What is your thoughts on that?
A reactive dog. I want to say it's kind of like in the bloodline a little bit, but I want to put it on the owners to have a reactive dog because they haven't taken that dog out to socialize. People think when you say you need to socialize your dog, that means to go outside and let somebody pet your dog. Oh yeah, you can pet my dog. You can pet my... No, that's not socializing. Socializing means take your dog around any and everything, all kinds of noises, train stations, racing car, wherever there's a lot of noise and stuff, so they can get that noise sense in them. Like if my dog hears thunder, he's barking. You got a lot of those that hear thunder. I'm not talking about the older dogs who like their hearing start to go, so it's a different sound to them.
Yes,
I'm talking about young dogs who, when they hear thunder, they go under the table, or that shouldn't be happening. If you have your dog, like right now, he just heard a motorcycle, so now he's up and looking, going, running to the door. What's that? But a reactive dog will react to anything and always react to everything. It's like, I've seen that deer before. I got to see it there again. It's like, you can't, it's not paying attention to you. You're walking the dog. It should be walking with you. Not all over the place.
Right.
Not unless there's clue, stay away from the thing.
I'm losing track of what she's saying. I'm trying to help somebody with a dog, and I'm losing track of what she's saying.
Unless there's danger.
Yeah.
And then if there's danger, then they should be looking to see what's happening over there.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Right.
But it has a lot. I want to say 20% the dog and 80% the people.
Right. Yeah, a lot of times I think things get blamed on the breeders, and it's actually the owners that, you know, yeah. Let's peel back another layer. You studied to be a veterinary assistant at the University of Pennsylvania, right?
No, I worked at the University of Penn. I worked in emergency.
Oh, in the vet. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. You wasn't a student. Okay. You worked there. Okay. Got it.
I'm losing what she said because I'm trying to help somebody with a dog real quick. So, okay. So she thinks a reactive dog is a dog that reacts to lightning and stuff? Oh. Oh. Hang on, let me finish this real quick.
Emergency.
So what did that do for you as a dog person? What, you know, what all did you do in that capacity?
Well, no, I worked in emergency, so whenever an emergency came in, I would register.
Okay, give me a second. Just go back.
I worked in emergency.
Oh, in the vet. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. You wasn't a student. Okay. You worked there. Okay. Got it.
Okay. Here before I'm going to. That means to go outside.
Like a stable dog versus, I think let me put it this way: reactivity and a strong dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Reactive dog. A reactive dog.
Right.
Yeah, I think people get that kind of blur between a strong dog and a reactive dog. What is your thoughts on that?
A reactive dog. I want to say it's kind of like in the bloodline a little bit, but I want to put it on the owners to have a reactive dog because they haven't taken that dog out to socialize. People think when you say you need to socialize your dog, that means to go outside and let somebody pet your dog. Oh yeah, you can pet my dog. You can pet my... No, that's not socializing. Socializing means take your dog around any and everything, all kinds of noises, train stations, racing car, wherever there's a lot of noise and stuff, so they can get that noise sense in them. Like if my dog hears thunder, he's barking.
What?
You got a lot of dogs.
Why? Your dog shouldn't bark because of thunder.
Supposed to hear thunder. I'm not talking about the older dogs who like their hearing start to go, so it's a different sound to them.
Yes, right.
I'm talking about young dogs who, when they hear thunder, they go under the table or that shouldn't be happening. If you have your dog, like right now, he just heard a motorcycle, so now he's up and looking, going, running to the door. What's that?
Why? The dog shouldn't react to that either. It should just be a normal everyday sound.
But a reactive dog will react to anything and always react to everything. It's like, I've seen that deer before. I got to see it there again. You know, it's like it's not paying attention to you.
That's a nervy dog. That's mentally unstable dog. That's not the trainer's, or that's not the owner's fault. It's weird.
You walking the dog. You should be walking with you.
Mm-hmm.
Not all over the place.
Right.
Not unless there's clue. Stay away from
An unstable dog. What is she talking about?
the thing. Not unless there's danger.
Yeah.
And then if there's danger, then they should be looking to see what's happening over there.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Right.
Why is he agreeing with her?
Right.
It has a lot. I want to say 20% the dog and 80% the people.
Right. Right. Yeah. A lot of times I think things get blamed on the breeders, and it's actually the owners that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's peel back another layer. You studied to be a veterinary assistant at the University of Pennsylvania, right?
No, I worked at the University of Penn. I worked in emergency.
Oh, in the vet. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Oh, okay. You wasn't a student. Okay. You worked there. Okay. Got it.
In
Okay.
emergency.
So what did that do for you as a dog person? What all did you do in that capacity?
Well, no, I worked in emergency, so whenever an emergency came in, I would register them and get them all set up and let the doctors know what's coming in and get them ready to set up and everything. It's funny because a lot of the doctors would, if a dog was breeding or something, they having a problem, when the doctors would call me, AJ, you can talk to them better than we can, go ahead and talk to them. I'm like, excuse me, I don't make your money. Yeah. Or different, because, let me put it to you this way, because I bred and I watched my dogs, like I might have 2 females and 2 males in the house, which is all going to be the same breed, and then I might mate a male and a female. I watched the dynamics of what they would do, how the mother would react, how the other female might be, the aunt, boy, take that bone out of here. How the other dog might be the auntie. I watched how they trained the puppies.
I don't know. She didn't really make sense to me. Sorry about that. I don't think she didn't really make sense to me of what she was trying to say. Reactive dogs, depending on what they're reacting to and depending on what it is, could be nervousness, fireworks, that kind of stuff. But motorcycles and stuff going up and down your driveway or going up and down your road, ambulance and stuff like that, the dog shouldn't react to those type of things. That could be from the owner or the breeder not getting them used to those type of noises, different things like that. But I don't know, like the reactiveness, I would love to know what he was actually asking her and what she was actually referring to. Like a dog reacting to another dog, a dog reacting to a person, I mean, there's dogs can being reactive to certain things could be mental issues, which would be breeding and stuff like that. But a dog reacting to, like thunderstorms and stuff like that. I mean, like all these people get on these drugs and stuff like that. That's nerve issues, which is also breeding and not being whelped properly. Hang on a second.
So I got a lot of my training from the dog itself, not so much a person, but from the dog itself. The dynamics is amazing. It is totally, it freaks me out whenever I think about it. It's like I always like to breed and watch and see what they do with the puppies, how they treat. So when I have my puppies and I'm trying to discipline my puppies, I'm disciplining my puppies the way the mother is disciplining their puppy.
Come on.
If they keep biting me, and I said, don't stop, I'm gonna bite the shit out of you if you do that again.
Right.
I'll pick them up and bite them. One guy came to buy a puppy from me. He said, did you just bite that puppy? I'm like, that puppy bit me. His mother gonna bite him. He's like, yeah, I want one of your pups.
Yeah.
So that dynamic, I might have some strange ways to train dogs, but I got it from the dog.
Right, exactly. Because I asked this, I asked this a question kind of like that to Brother Lance Woodley. I'm gonna send you his interview. It was a really good interview.
Okay.
He's up in
I
Boston.
think I seen him. He was on the other night, wasn't he on?
Yeah, black guy with glasses.
Yes.
Yes. But he said something similar to where I said, now, like people say, you shouldn't correct puppies. You know what I mean? And so I asked him, I said, hey, man, they tell us we can't correct puppies, but I see the mother correcting them. And one thing he said, yeah, when she goes down and bite them, that's just like a pinch collar.
Right.
I was like, oh, okay, yeah. So, yeah, it's funny. And then he was saying things, if you've seen that interview, just like you just said, you looking at things, observing things to train them. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah, boy.
Yeah, you have to watch. You have to watch the dog. You gotta see, because you can't. You might be able to train 5 dogs by taking a biscuit and making them sit. So you take the biscuit down, make them sit. But that number 6 dog might say, nope, I'm not doing it. I don't care what you do. So you have to have different ways to train. As far as sitting, as far as down, as far as stay, and I see it over and over again. Yeah, that's fine. But what's going on with that dog right there that's not doing it? What are you going to do with that dog?
Right.
So you got to come up with something different. And I'm telling you, the dynamics of watching your litters and watching how the mom and the other dogs react to that dog, because all of my dogs are in the house. I never have my dogs out in the kennels or nothing like that. Right. I had 7 Rotties in the house at one time. People come to my house and be like, are you crazy? They even come in now. Like when the 4 Cane Corsos, they go like, I just seen a head, one of those head dogs. I'm not even coming in there. Okay. They live here. You don't have to come.
Right.
But they always stay in the house with me. I don't. And people say, you don't crate them? No. Why am I crating my dog? If somebody breaking my house and my dog's in the crate, what am I supposed to do?
That for you,
You train them to be in the crate, and then you train them from come out the crate. So there's a lot of different training. You constantly, especially a Corso, you constantly train. And they know, we trained them and they know how to, no, because they're going to come up against you again.
Right.
And that's who they are.
Right. And that crate they shouldn't look at it like a dungeon. You know what I'm saying? They should just look at it, this is my chill spot.
Right.
To be open. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, my dogs think my bed is their chill spot. So,
Right.
I got a king size bed. I brought a king size bed specifically for that. Now, my girls stay downstairs. But my boys, my boy is in the bed with me, and my daughter has the other one is in the bed with her.
You know what? A lot of people they get these dogs and then they go to work, and so they don't have that time with them. But you're probably someone who has a lot of time with, like my mom and her.
I went to work and they went to work with me when I worked at the vet hospitals and stuff.
Yeah, but they still went with you. But I noticed too, like if a Corso is with you all the time, like my mama got one. If she don't know you. I walked in my mama's house the other day, right? And she knew it was me. She didn't say nothing. Me and the kids came in. But she know who ain't supposed to be. My mama, her dog actually got shot before. Like, because she was letting her out. And, my mom still kind of seeing in the hood a little bit.
Yeah.
Like one of them rent houses, She didn't know. She let the dog out, and she didn't know somebody was on the side of the house. And Penny went over, and she went after, and they shot her and everything. They kind of went through her leg and everything. She's fine, but I know my mom.
Seems like everybody and their brother wants to talk to me today. Sorry about that. Listen, you always make time like I used to. Us brought our dogs, but even after work, no matter how long, 1 hour. Right? Well, yeah. That's same here, right? You like that's the whole idea.
Has a like, and that dog has a bun like you can't believe. Even after when my father died, that dog helped my mom heal. You know, because I was keeping her, and she was back home. It's kind of mourning. I said, she's like, just keep her for a minute. I said, no, I'm bringing your dog back to you. And then when I brought that dog back to her, I could see her raising up. Yes, ma'am.
I have lung cancer and I've been through since September.
Yes, ma'am. I wasn't gonna bring that up, but yeah, you are battling that.
Yeah, and if it wasn't for them, I'd let go on R&B.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
But I keep thinking about who's gonna take care of them, even though my daughter lives, me and my daughter brought this house together. I know she could take care of them, but I know she's not gonna do what I do.
Yeah, you mama. Yeah.
Yes, so, and my heart dog, Kyosha, the first one who did agility and stuff. I mean, you know my heart, but you just have that one special one.
Oh yeah, of course.
So when she passed, she had cancer. And I did everything with her too. The only thing she didn't want to do was the doctor. She was like, oh hell no, I ain't doing that. Now him, I think I could get away with. But when she passed, Joe, it took me 2.5 years to get a dog. And my friend Rodney, he said, AJ, you got to get a dog. You got to get a pup because you're going to go down. I know you. You always had a dog. You always working with a dog. If you don't have a dog, you're going to go down. And sure enough, I started going down. That's the first time I had cancer because I done had 3 different cancers.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, you are a fighter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we're praying for you. You know what I'm saying? And look at your spirit. Man.
Yes.
We ain't got no business complaining, do we?
No.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
And that's a lot. Trust me, I know what it's like. My dogs keep me going. Got super sick 2014. Only thing that keeps me running is an old dog, right? I did the same thing when I was going through cancer. I had my Dobes, and that was the thing. Right now, I'm back on the search for, that's a whole other story. Back on the search for another dog. This dude that I was going to buy a dog from, that's now a puppy that's now 5 weeks old out of the litter, that's now 5 weeks old, seen something in the litter. He's posted a video, seen something in the litter, and I questioned, it was on one of the brothers, and I questioned him on the puppy, and he got mad that I seen something and I questioned him on it, and he decided to block me because breeders are pieces of shit. Oh wow. And I think if you're going to buy a puppy and there's something in the litter that you're questioning, be like, hey, is there any other abnormalities in the litter? I think it's fair that you question that you're able to question those things. It's good to know. But apparently you can't ask those questions to breeders anymore.
Yeah, but I wanted to ask you, I want to get into some of your dogs. Now, what was your dog name down there again?
Which one?
The one right there, the Brittle. Was that the one by the tree I saw?
That's Auku.
Fireworks. I mean, maybe fireworks. Fireworks don't bother me. My dogs are trained to be around fireworks. So they don't bother me. Fireworks don't bother me. And I live in the city, so I hear them when they go off. Because everybody and their brother lights off fireworks. I know a lot of people hate fireworks, but it is wild. It is wild how much people are into their feels. You can't say anything to anyone about anything. And it is crazy. Like, I'll literally show you. Like, I'm going to pull it up. Because I think it's fair. Oh, hang on. So this was the picture. See this right here? This is the brother. And so I took a screenshot of the video, and I absolutely knew this was a deformity. And I was like, so I've seen this because he put up the video, and his whole thing was, holy shit, you clocked that fast. Like, and he was like, yeah, we're hoping to give the puppy away. And first of all, my thought is, and this is the honest truth, and I'm going to be very blunt. Why didn't you put the puppy to sleep? Like, this was from birth, not something that happened afterwards or anything. But the whole thing was, and I knew his mom really, really well. And I'm like, your mom would have put the puppy to sleep. And he's like, I didn't catch it right away. I don't know how you don't catch it at birth, because like you should have caught it like right at birth. But I didn't question it. I was very nice. And I was just like, is there any other abnormalities? Because I was supposed to get a bitch out of this litter. And he just got pissed. And he was like, yeah, I would have, it's too bad I didn't catch it sooner. And I just let that go. And he's like, nothing I can do about it now. And I'm like, okay. And all I said was, okay. And he blocked me. Because this right here is sad. This puppy will most likely have to have an amputation of this whole leg. But why don't you tell the person who's buying a puppy from this litter about this? These puppies are 5 weeks old. But the fact that I clocked that's an accident that I clocked that. Because as soon, like, I caught this literally cuts off right here. Like, the video for this litter cuts off right here. Which I'm sure he didn't want nobody to see. It was probably a mistake that was up like that. Exactly. Thank you. Because that's the thing. You put the puppy to sleep at birth, you don't let it live like that, first of all. And I know that's a hard pill for a lot of people to swallow. But this puppy is going to have a lot of problems, because that's probably going to be an amputation later in life, if not sooner than later. And he's going to be a three-legged dog. And his whole thing was, he's a really pretty puppy. I get he's a really pretty puppy. But do the right thing. Like, right at birth, just put him to sleep. Like, have the vet come out, Euthanize him. When I say put him in a bucket or anything like that, I'm saying do the right thing and put him to sleep so he doesn't suffer for his whole life. Because the lines he comes out of have really strong lines to live 12, 14 years. But then you're going to give him away for free. So you're not going to keep the problem you created. And it makes me angry. Because if you look at the video, I can't show you the whole video, but if you looked at the video cuts off right there. And it makes me so mad. And every video that you show, he hides this one leg. Except for like right when he was a little baby, you can see that this, like I went back and looked through all the videos and then you can see. But this is like a little club foot, like you can see where it's like deformed right here. So this whole foot like comes out here and there's like this, it's so, like just why do that to somebody? Why first of all do that to somebody to have them have to deal with that problem? But why have this puppy have to go through his whole life this way? Because he's 5 weeks old right here. And so when I asked about this, and I was very polite, very nice, like, why do this? Like, and all I said to him was, is there any other deformities that I should be aware of? And then he blocked me. Okay, fine. I mean, it's good that you blocked me because I wasn't getting a puppy from that litter anyway. I just wanted to know if he was going to be honest about it. Just people make me angry. Like, why be a breeder like that? Like, I just don't understand people today. It's all about the money. Oh, Lord, listening to you reminds me of how we used to euthanize venomous snakes. Literally, we would get a box that was airtight and put a snake. Let it idle. I hate it. What are you talking about? I'm not saying put it in a bucket. I'm saying euthanize it. Like take it to the vet, euthanize it. Why would you let a puppy like that? I just don't understand. Accidents happen, deformities happen, but why let the puppy suffer? Why make it somebody else's burden? Also, he's not going to keep it. He's trying to give it away. He literally told me that. Okay.
That's a coup?
That's a coup.
Okay. You talk about him. Give us some information on him. I'm going to pull him up. I'm going to show him if you don't mind.
No, I don't mind.
Okay.
He is, he's my rock, boy. He is my rock. He has the confidence and the heart to do whatever I would need him to do.
Right.
And you show one, I don't know which one you're going to show, but
I'm gonna show you the agitation one. Hold on, I'm about to let me bring it in right quick. Share screen. Let me see if you can see it. Share screen. Instagram. Bam. Can you see that?
oh yeah.
That's him right there, right?
That's my boy, yeah.
Yeah, that's you working.
Yeah, on the side. Yeah. He's actually tied to a tree. I'm just holding the leash on the side because the guy
Right.
the guy was actually kind of nervous with him. He's like, shit, that dog, that big ass Scotty's
Well, exactly. And this is the thing. He's selling him with open registration. Somebody asked him, on the papers on all the puppies. And he says it's up to the breeder or up to the owner on what they do with them.
Because they kept on saying, bring the Corso out, bring the big Corso out. She said, you got to wait till you see this Corso. Because going there, it's funny, Joe, this is the thing about Corsos.
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking to him, I was like,
so what if that is a genetic deformity and they decide to collect him or they decide to breed him just so that their kids can experience the magical of birth? Hang on a second. Jesus, fuck. Somebody's here. I'll be right back.
What are you going to do? Because this was just his second time doing this.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
and
really?
I said, yeah. Okay. It's the first time he was with some canine cops, and they took him through the ring. I got to get some videos of them on there. I think that's the first videos I started bringing on there.
Right.
And they were all saying, it's like, oh, well, they Corsos like this, that I haven't seen an aggressive Corso or a motivated Corso. No, I was like, oh, you haven't? Okay.
Yeah.
And one of the girls has been at they call it bite night at the canine where the cops were. She said, you haven't seen this dog. He was like, yeah, well, I've been around a lot of Corsos and they're not. I'm like, I don't know what Corsos you've been around, but you ain't been around none of mine.
Right.
And so when I brought him out, he was like, holy shit, that's a big ass dog. And then when he had the sleeve, he was almost, it looked like to me, he was almost scared to put the sleeve on. Yeah. I'm like, okay. So, he does a little bit of everything. I'm trying to get him into dock diving. It's like some of these places are in Jersey and they're so far away.
Right.
But I'm going to find a good dock diving place because he swims like a fish.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
So look at you. Look at this lady, y'all. We ain't got no excuses.
And I was working and still doing some of this stuff at points.
Oh, yeah. Go to her Instagram page, the Corso Way. We're gonna start wearing T-shirts that say the Corso Way. It's the Corso Way. Doing something with them.
You can do it. It's on YouTube. It's on Instagram and it's on TikTok. YouTube is good. They can find me on there.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's when I was doing tracking. I was with a search and rescue place, and that was one of the pups.
Okay.
She was a pup, and she said, I just want to play. But she was, she got it. But she went past that playground. She's like, we're supposed to play over here.
Right.
I don't need to look for the person, but she got back on track. This one, that's Keosha. I was going to He did, Joe.
Like this was like the worst time to do. I feel like today was like the worst time to do a live. Everybody and their brother wants to talk to me today or stop by. It's so funny.
You see her she's doing air scent.
Oh, that's what she's doing.
This dog went to from tracking to air scent on her own.
Wow.
Without training. She was just like, she was awesome. She just like, one day we was out there in the field and I was in a corn patch or something, and the guy was on the other side of the corn patch. And those corn stalks is big.
Oh, yeah.
And I had went to unclip her for something, and she just went flying through. I was like, oh, my God. So Joe, my director, he was like, just let her go. She's learning air scent on her own. Let her go. She found him.
Right. God, dog.
Yeah, so don't tell me about no Corsos, okay?
Right. Yeah, a lot of, I be listening to Instagram. A lot of the trainers be giving them a bad rap and making it look like it ain't none good out here, but that's a damn lie.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah, your page is amazing. Look at them.
That's the boys.
Okay, okay, left or right? Which one is it? Okay, it's moving around a little bit.
Yeah, that's all four of them.
Okay, that's the one. Auku,
that's the mother. The black one is the mother.
Okay.
The two boys, that's Rockstar and Auku. Auku is the dark. Rockstar is the tiger looking. That's Auku.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Auku is the black and tan. Rockstar is like the tiger light.
The black and tan. She has a black and tan one. She doesn't have a black and tan one.
Barking.
Yeah. Handsome dogs. Handsome dogs.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. This. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see what else you got going on down here. Right here. That's them.
Yeah.
Again.
That's them. That's all four of them.
Uh-huh.
Now the little gray one, is what I got after 2.5 years after my other. There was a rescue who they kept saying, AJ, you gotta come get her. You gotta come. She needs rehab.
Mhm.
Something happened to her back. The guy who they snatched these puppies from her. She had a bad back or something. So at the time I was working at a dog and cat rehab center.
Mhm.
So I went and got her. She a little bitty thing. This is some, this breeding.
Yeah.
That's a mixed up breeding right there.
Right.
Mm-hmm. She a little bitty thing.
Right.
But I took her and rehabbed her. She's running around. She might hop every now and then, but yeah.
Beautiful dogs. Beautiful brindling on them. Good God Almighty! And look at those feet. Look at those. Look at them tight paws, y'all.
Yes, thank you, Joe. Tight paws.
Yeah, tight like cat feet.
Yes.
Yeah. They run around here with these doggone Daffy Duck feet.
They're called splayed feet.
Yes.
So I want to ask you something else. Let me kill this right quick. Boop. And let's put us back in.
It's called weak pasterns and splayed feet. That's the correct terminology for it.
Here. The flying mastiff. You remember that?
I wish they would use correct terminology and then people would know what they were talking about when they. Oh, hang on, I'll put it back up in a second. But when people do this, it's called splayed out feet. So they have too long of toes. Splayed out feet. So it's when they have weak toes, weak tendons, and their feet get splayed out like this. It's usually due to poor nutrition, walking on wire crates, or sand, gravel, all that stuff, or gravel, all that stuff all the time, or concrete. They're always splayed out like this, and it causes them to go weak on their pasterns. And so the pasterns, which is the small bone between the foot and the long bone, so that they get splayed out. I don't understand why people don't use the correct terminology. Pastern is the wrist, correct? Yes. And they have one in the back and one in the front. So rear pasterns, front pasterns. Yes. Yep. Oh no. I know. My brain is so over. I don't know why. Okay, I remember seeing the Rotties that was 50 pounds. Looks like a Rottie, but small. It's wild, right? They look so bad right now too. Their face is all smushed in. They don't even have the correct muzzle anymore.
Kyosho, she competed in the Y2 K9's dog agility competition.
Yeah.
In the Marvin Bloom's Pit Olympic obstacle course.
Are you looking at the newspaper article?
Yeah, I got that from the article, the newspaper. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, she that was the first time we did agility. Mm-hmm. And it was
anyway, if you get it also causes you can cause knuckling over too, which is where this pastern knuckles over. So if they're standing like this, you'll start to see them knuckle over like that. So that's why it's called knuckling over, or they call it rickets. So they start to knuckle over. That's the weakening out. They start to knuckle over. If you get some Sugar 100, you can order from Amazon. It's very cheap. Usually when their teeth are coming in or get their ears cropped, spay and neuter, whatever, any kind of anesthesia, stuff like that. But as they're growing, if you get some Sugar 100, it'll help. What they need is phosphate and get some vitamin C too to go with it. So it helps them grow, helps them strengthen that back up. But it's calcium and phosphate, vitamin C. Get some vitamin C, some Sugar, give it to them. It'll cause it to strengthen back up and they'll stay tight on those pasterns. I'd also keep those feet tight. They're trying to make Rotties have a smush face like a pug. I know, it looks horrible. It looks so bad. It's so ugly. It looks like somebody smacked him in the face with a frying pan. Anyway, and then also too, breeding long toes. When you're looking at toes on Corsos and stuff, you always want to breed for the shorter toes. So if you get really long toes on a puppy, I mean, shouldn't just keep a puppy just because it has short toes and everything else is jacked up about its body. But your feet are your foundation. Just remember that when you're breeding, your feet are your foundation. If your feet are bad, everything else will eventually go bad. Causes a lot of health issues in the rest of your body. Won't be long, guys. We won't be eating crickets. But remember, dogs get crickets. No, it's called rickets. Rickets.
I forgot what newspaper was out there. And I was running. I didn't know he took the picture. Then when he took the picture, he came back. He was like, what kind of dog is that? That's a huge dog to be jumping like that and running like that. And I was like, it's a Cane Corso. He said, I took a picture. Do you mind me putting it in the paper? I was like, absolutely. Absolutely, because people need to know about that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Look it up. There's a lady called the Great Dane Lady. She deals with a lot of Great Danes, obviously, called the Great Dane Lady. But they can look like they're hugging a beach ball. They get it so bad. But she has all kinds of methods and leg splints and all kinds of stuff that she'll sell you. Dobermans can get it too after ear cropping and after their first, after their shots and teeth are growing in, give them shots, teeth growing in, ear cropping, all that stuff all at once. Whew, buddy, they will get knuckling over so bad if you're not giving Sugar and stuff like that. Also, if they're running nothing on but hardwood floors, especially because we cut their nails all the way back to the pads to make sure that they can't rip out the sutures. So there's nothing for them to grip on. Yep. Calcium. Absolutely. Calcium and phosphate, vitamin C. That's what you need. So you get Sugar, it has all it in it and it's equaled out. So that's what the Sugar is for, is calcium and phosphate. And then you give vitamin C at the same time. Can't overdose them on vitamin C because they can piss it out.
No, there was no Cane Corsos in agility as far as I'm concerned, Joe, back then. Matter of fact, the black one for USDAA, United States Dog Agility Association, she was the third dog in the country, Cane Corso, I should say, Cane Corso in the country to be up there.
Oh, wow.
So that's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you in the country, come on, you can't tell me there's no Cane Corsos out here.
No, yeah. A lot of people just ain't participating in different things.
But this is the thing, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of black people.
Yeah. You know what? And I got to say,
I can show you pictures and stuff of me with a team that I went to do flyball with. I'm the only black face you see in that. I can show you team pictures that we did in agility. I'm the only black. Matter of fact, I had a Korean girl who me and her used to do. she used to take her dogs with me. We used to drive all over during the show.
Mhm.
And she said, "Can I ask you a personal question?" And I was like, "Sure."
Okay, so this is where that original clip, this is where it all started from.
Because we had been friends for a while. She's like, "Why is there no black people doing what you're doing?"
Mm-hmm.
That's the
Right.
question.
Yeah, that is the question. And a lot of times, since we was
And I have no idea what she said, except why is there no black people doing this with the dogs or something like that?
since we talking about this, it's going to be a little touchy. But a lot of times we discourage people because we might go into a room and feel like, well, they're not treating me.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, you know, so
I went through the same thing. And I was like, you're not gonna defeat me. I'm gonna put the Cane Corso on the map, baby.
Exactly. So that'd be my thing. It's like, I mean, are you gonna give up just because of that? Or are you gonna find somebody that will accept you? Because if you don't want to accept me, I'm fine with that. Just let me
Right.
you know what I mean? I respect somebody who let me know how they feel about me.
Right.
But this is the dangerous part. When you discourage others because stuff didn't work out for you.
Right.
That's the dangerous part.
It is.
Yeah.
Now that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
When you discourage others because it didn't work out for you?
I hear a lot of times, you know, people like, oh, you go messing around with them sports people, blah, 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 this and that people and all that. Yeah. And every industry has its drama. You know
cool move.
Yeah. You know, every industry have its negative people and things like that. And I've been working on that. You know, I've been doing this podcast. I done got into it with people. You know,
I know you have.
Yeah, because you know, I feel like I can't be bullied. You know, they probably call me arrogant. You know, but I say I can't be bullied. I don't care how big a breeder you are in this country. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because when I turn this off, I'm back to real life.
Exactly.
Taking care of Joe and his kids.
That's it.
Yeah. So like, I think sometimes our messaging, we need to be careful what we say, because like at the start of this interview, you know, I'm sure you know it's a gap in knowledge, gap in.
It's a gap in knowledge. It's a gap in money.
Money, yes.
You know, it's like you need money. I mean, you just can't take a dog out there and say, okay, jump, go to the tunnel, go run up on this thing. And you got to go through training with that. Yeah. So it's dependent on, do you want to sacrifice something for that dog? Or do you just want to, you know, stay there? Or is the dog worth it to you to do it? It's a whole lot of maybes. I don't know. Can my dog do it? It's a whole lot of that. But I'm telling you, just at the club itself, I've been the only black person there for years. I just seen maybe 2 more black people. And it's like maybe about 400 or 500 in this.
Okay, I got a serious question. Does anyone actually see things in the term of race? Like, I judge each person on their own. I don't care religion or race or whatever. For me, this is how I roll. I'm the same way. I don't know that I'm sure there are people. I don't judge anyone based on their race, color, creed, whatever, blah, 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 religion, all that shit. I honestly don't care about anything. I don't care if you're gay, white, purple, blah, you know, Christian, whatever. I don't care about anything, right? It's how you treat me, I'll treat you the same. Now, if you come up and you're like, I'm gay, I'm this, I'm that, and you throw it in my face and try to cram it down my throat and do all this stupid shit, and I have to call you these dumb pronouns that I don't believe in and all this shit. I won't call you those pronouns because I don't live in that reality, but I will call you your name. Like if you tell me, you know, I'm they, them, which isn't even English terminology, and you say, my name is, you know, Zion. Well, then I'll just call you Zion. I won't call you they, them, blah, blah, blah. I'll just call you Zion. Because I won't, you can't force someone to live in your delusion, right? And I wasn't raised that way. But I won't disrespect you by saying he, she, blah, 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 all this shit just because that's what I see you as, right? I'll just call you whatever your damn name is and just won't refer to you as a gender. Right. So, but the whole race theory stuff and all that stuff, I haven't had anybody that I've ever had to like, I guess really battle race with, that I had to like, I guess that I've had to like really say anything about. Like everybody that I hang out with are just really cool. And they don't say, well, I'm doing this because I'm black, or I'm doing this because I'm Mexican, or I'm doing this because I'm Chinese or whatever. Cause I just be like, well, but I'm doing this because I'm Russian. No, I wouldn't do that either. But it's never like, I don't know. I've just never lived in those worlds where a race was, take this off, where race was an issue that we ever had to throw it in anybody's face, that it was just this because of the skin color. So I don't know that I guess it's never been as prevalent as it is now, but I also don't live in those worlds to where it's ever been thrown in my face that, unless you're watching social media or TV or whatever, that it's that, right? But face to face, I've never had anybody say, well, it's because I'm black, or because I'm Chinese, or because it's whatever, right? Because I would just be like, okay. Like, I'm just not that person to like, I don't live in those fantasies. Right. Right. So yeah, I guess to answer your question, I don't see it. And I hang out with a lot of people like that are all different races. So just no one's ever come up to me and said, well, it's because of X, right? And I would just be like, okay. Because I would think they were joking. Right. Right. Right.
Members in this place.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right.
And this black lady I seen, she had a black German Shepherd.
Mm-hmm.
But another thing is that they don't like, this club has scholarships for kids to learn agility. Why don't we have something like that?
That's true. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the other thing is, you got to look at slavery. A lot of our black folks are scared of dogs because
scared of dogs. Oh my God. I can't believe you said that. Because that has been a subject that's been asked to be had on this show. And it's mostly geared to why do black women fear dogs so much?
It's black men too.
Yeah, black men would jump over a house by a dog.
I'm serious. I'm like, there was a place that I used to live, they used to do weddings. This is true. And they would do weddings. And I would walk my dogs around there, be a white wedding. You see these white women in their gowns. Oh my God, I want to say hello to the dogs. Blah, blah, blah. You know, the high pitch, and my dogs are looking like them like, what the?
Because we just love dogs. There's a guy, what is his name? I forget his name, but he does a thing on Facebook all the time. But he said white women aren't afraid of shit. Like, he's always showing videos of white women going and picking up skunks and like trying to stop all these animals everywhere. I forget what his name is, but he does all these video clips on Facebook where white women are like just like rescuing every animal on the planet. White women aren't afraid of shit. That's his whole tagline. We just love animals. So yeah.
Because my dogs don't know that high pitch. I don't do that. I don't do that.
Right.
A black wedding, they got almost burning over there, so trying to get the hell back in that yard. Oh my God, you see the size of those dogs? So that's the other thing.
Okay. Oh, you in the hot seat tonight. Why do you think it's like that?
I think it's like that, and I said this before, it's because of slavery. It's like back from because slavery, that's what the man did with us. They chased us with a dog, the dog bit us, they bit. So you got this generation that did that.
So then why do black people own dogs then? I mean, if this is true, then why do black people own dogs? I mean, it's 2026. Slavery was 155 years ago. It ended 155 years ago. So no one's a slave. No one alive today in America is a slave. No one alive today was a slave. So then why still this mentality to where we're afraid of dogs because of slavery? $155 years ago. I mean, I guess it just doesn't compute to me. I mean, my dad came over on the boat from Russia, fleeing. I don't flee boats. I mean, I don't flee Stalin. I don't think that, I'm not afraid of chickens. Ripping off the feathers of chicken and throwing it on the ground. I'm not afraid of chickens. I mean, I don't know. To me, it's just odd that would be the thing. That's almost 2 generations. Yeah, he was 2 years old when his family came over from Czechlov on the boat. I don't understand the premise of that. But they have pit bulls, they want man killers. Like, I'm just saying, and it's they're jumping into the game. I mean, look at social media, right? They're jumping into the game, they're buying the dogs, they want man killers, they want all these badass dogs, but they're afraid of them. And like I said earlier, Joe just had a guy on the other day on his podcast where he said people like them, and we all know what that means, people like them are the best dog trainers because of, what they had to do, right? So are they the best dog trainers or are they afraid of dogs? Like, what are we supposed to believe? Like, you have master trainers, leader of the pack, all these names, the glorified names that they give themselves. But they're afraid of dogs. Make it make sense. They fight dogs all the time. There's all these dog things being shut down. $70,000. Shit ton of dogs. And they all have to be euthanized or rehomed until they're euthanized because they attack somebody else. And I'm not saying that no other race does it. I'm just saying no other race claims the fact that they're afraid of dogs because of slavery or something. And they're not the only race that, had slavery. I mean, there's still slavery going on. There's generational slavery still going on. I mean, look at the Irish. And that's not to diminish what they went through. Slavery is bad. Slavery is bad no matter what. Exactly. Now, if you're afraid of dogs because you got bit by a dog or you were attacked by a dog because you were a child or your parent was attacked, then they're afraid of dogs and they made you afraid of dogs. It's a whole different situation, but you can't blame it on like everything in this world can't be blamed on slavery. Right. Right. And then that's not even, I mean, and people are going to take that as racist too, because anytime you talk about anything or try to have a conversation or like dispute some of this stuff, it's, well, I'm white, so I can't say that, but, it's true historical facts.
Okay, the next generation, if they like, you can't do that. Now the following generation might like dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Then because think about it like this: if it's a kid that sees a dog and wants to be with the dog, let them be with the dog. But if you got a kid and it's going to the dog, you're like, oh my God, don't do that. Which I've had that happen many times with me.
Mm-hmm.
Person like the kids. So at this point, I just go, no, let your kids stay over there.
Mm-hmm.
Because the kid will come over to,
But that could happen in any race, and it doesn't have anything to do with slavery. That can happen because somebody got bit. You got attacked. You watch somebody else get attacked.
God, so you get my dog all excited, and the kid is like, fine. But now you got the kid saying, oh my God, I must not can touch dogs.
Mm.
So you got that generation that.
No. He's not. Why is he race sensitive? Why is anybody race sensitive? Because they're telling truths. It was how the dogs were used. He took. No, I'm showing the whole clip right now, Joe. It wasn't pointing. It wasn't finger pointing at whites of this generation. Oh, I didn't think it was at this generation. But you have to understand, also you have to understand how it's going to be looked at, for one, because of the atmosphere, I guess you could say, of the whole, or the climate that we're living in today, right? I mean, would you not agree, Joe? The climate that we live in today, is that everything is based off of slavery, of what happened more than 155 years ago, because slavery ended 155 years ago. But yet everybody's still asking for reparations and white people are bad and all white people need to die and all this stuff. Am I not wrong? No, 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 no. Look at social media. I'm not saying that's what she's saying. I'm saying how it was looked at by several people because of the atmosphere we're in today. Which is why I looked at it in context. And I'm playing your whole thing. I've played your whole thing. I've been live for an hour and 55 minutes. Oh, I'm not playing the victim. If you think I'm playing the victim, you don't know my show at all. Well, of course you know. You're a black man. I don't even understand what that has that correlate.
You gotta like get that out of that generation. It's hard to do.
Yeah.
It's hard to do.
The dogs are being associated as a traumatic experience that get
right. And that's my personal feeling. I mean, it could be a lot of different things.
That's always been my thoughts too.
I mean, look at the Martin Luther King thing. They took, they had dogs after us when they did the marches, the water hole, so.
You see that, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And even look at this, right? You remember Ali went to fight George Foreman over there, was it Rumble in the Jungle?
Yes.
And when George Foreman, Ali got out the plane, Ali, oh yeah.
Right.
And then when George Foreman got off the plane, he got off with a German Shepherd, which offended the native people there because they had been being hunted down and the German Shepherd's been seeked on them. So it was offensive to them. So they start saying Ali, boom by yay, which meant Ali, kill him.
Right.
You'll come over here with that type dog.
Right.
That they put on us.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh. There you go.
Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah. I 100% think that fear can be passed generations.
Oh, yes. Yes.
We even know that breeding dogs.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So those traits, negative or positive, they will pass. You know what I mean?
Okay, so when you said that, Joe, was you saying that you don't breed certain types of dogs because of the fear that you won't sell them to certain types of people? I mean, that's just a question. I mean, what did you mean by that statement? And she's right about the Martin Luther King. I mean, there's pictures of Martin Luther King, the Freedom Walk with German Shepherds in it. I mean, I'm not dismissing what you're saying, but those were years ago. And so do you have, are you saying that you have generational, like children have generational fear of dogs because of that? And if that is true, then why do you guys fight dogs? Not all of you, just in general. Why are there people out fighting dogs? Why do some abuse dogs, starve dogs? Why is there a culture around the badass dog, the man killer, if you will? Why is that a thing? If there's a fear of dogs. I didn't say you, but you talk to a lot of people and you showcase a lot of people. Don't call me that. That's such a bullshit thing. Those are such buzzwords. Dude, you put up a lot of people. You put up a lot of people that like the badass dog and likes the man killers. You showcase a dude that used to fight dogs, didn't know how to do anything. He knew how to get your dog ready for a fight, but didn't know how to take the dog to the vet or stitch a dog up. But he sure knew how to get your dog ready for a fight. You showcase them all the time. I know. I didn't say it was a bad podcast. I'm saying I'm asking you because I do my research. I'm talking about the people you have on. I don't know these people. I came on because I like you. You personally. Oh, well, he doesn't fight dogs anymore. He just goes to Mexico a lot because he's not allowed to own any dogs. Personally, I think everybody that breeds dogs, the FDA and all that shit should be looking into. I didn't say he fights dogs now. He just goes to Mexico a lot. Anyway, I'm not going to argue with you. You're just not answering any questions.
Yeah. And it's some things that maybe can fix it, like maybe environment, and things like that, environmentals change things. But yeah, man, I ain't think nobody would ever say that on this stuff.
I'm not into overreaching government either. I'm for as little government as possible. But I think a lot of these breeders should be looked into by the FDA and the APCA or the ASPCA. I think if you're on TikTok and you're on IG and all that stuff and you're a breeder, I absolutely think that you should have a license to breed. And you should be looked into.
I'm sorry, you got the wrong person.
No, you on NWA. It don't matter. You with Northwest Army. It don't even matter. But I was just like, because there was a subject that I was
spinning it. I'm asking questions. See, that's the problem with a lot of these people. You say anything that goes against their whole narrative and you're spinning it some sort of way. I'm showing the entire video, not cutting it out, not doing anything. I'm asking questions and saying, how does this correlate, Joe? Anytime you talk about racism or anytime you talk about slavery in America, you are, especially in this climate, you are absolutely directing it towards white people. How can you not be? What do you think? You're directing it towards Native Americans? I mean, let's be for real. Be real honest, Joe. Stop playing this stupid podcast bullshit. That's not a trigger for me. I could give a shit less. It was sent to me a lot. And all I'm doing is playing it and asking the questions. I could give a shit less. I didn't have it. My dad came from freaking Cheklov, from Russia. Do you think we own slaves? Get a grip, Joe.
Sort of have covered this lady. She's like, Joe, we got to talk about why black people are so scared of dogs. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, I'm glad you said that. And, and maybe, they can kind of have a, because my sister's scared of dogs. One of my sisters. Like real scared, especially big dogs. You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah. See, I've been bit by a dog, so.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know I was bit. I was younger. And my neighbor had a dog, and we had a dog that was, she was part wolf and part shepherd.
Really?
And my dad and we were riding upstate, there's puppies, let's get a puppy. And we didn't realize it until we went to the vet, and the vet was like, do you know what you have?
Mm-hmm.
He said, this is illegal. My dad's looking at him like, what are you talking about? So anyway, she wound up having pups from a German Shepherd. So we had this little mixed breed who got in a fight with my neighbor's dog at the corner. I'm trying to break up the fight. I stick my leg in there, pull him, but I'm young.
Mm-hmm.
Then don't come talk to me. I don't care. Do you think it hurts my feelings? I mean, Doug already told you not to talk to me. I don't know why you're talking to me now. I don't really give a shit.
And I finally get them apart because the neighbor came out and got his dog. I'm walking down the street and they're like, you got blood running down here? I didn't even realize it.
Wow.
To the point where the white tissue was sticking out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I still got that hole in I'm 74.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
I must have been like maybe 12, 11.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
one of them got me real good. So it must have been one of the canines that got me.
Yeah. I don't take some nicks, but I ain't never just got a bite. Let me double back on something a little bit, because I know, the times we living in, people are very race sensitive. And
Yeah.
I want to say this before we move on to something else, and because we're getting out of time too. What a person sees can really mess them up.
Yeah.
Like when you reference slavery, I ain't gonna get into some of the stuff. If you read the books, the bull breeds, hounds putting on folks, the tying horses to people, lining people up to see, to really know what buck breaking is.
Yes.
I ain't gonna say it because they're gonna report the video, but trauma.
Right.
You wonder why our veterans are sleeping under bridges.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. Because that trauma in the mind, boy, that's something.
That's something that could get you. I mean, it's there. You see it. You close your eyes, you see it. You open your eyes, you see it.
Right.
It's bad. And it's the same thing with people with dogs.
Right.
Just like if somebody in that person's family get bit by a dog, the child or the daughter or someone gets bit by a dog, that carries throughout.
Yes.
It carries throughout. No matter what kind of dog you got, it could be a damn Chihuahua. Well, Chihuahua's a little ankle biters, but that no matter what kind of dog you have, they will be frightened of that dog. So
right.
That's the other reason.
What is you've been around these dogs, seen dogs. I know we know what kind of dogs you like. The exotic trends. Back in the day, I know it wasn't probably that much.
You're not allowed to talk to me, Joe. Shut up. Go away. I'm busy.
As it was like just all randomly like mixing of dogs. You didn't see that a lot, did you?
Well, back in the day when I was younger, you seen a lot because people wasn't taking it. They just like hooking up with that dog and this dog jumped the fence over here and this. Just like my Doberman, right? I used to breed it with this one dog, this one red Dobie. My dog was black. I was trying to get a red. I could never get red. Her color just dominated.
Or she was the number one black and she couldn't produce a red. If you had a genotype tester, you would have known that you would have never gotten a red from her.
She lived about 6 blocks from me. That dog would be at my door as soon as Beauty wouldn't heat. She called me. She says, Rex at your house. I'm like, no, she called me and says, Beauty ain't here. She said, look at your front door, see if Rex is there. He'd be sitting there.
You know what? I remember I had a dog named DJ. My cousin them gonna remember this. And DJ, when a dog went in heat, DJ will find some way to escape. We want to see that rascal 3 days.
I think it's funny that she always just bridled the neighbor's dog.
And back in the days, the dog catcher didn't mess with your dog like that.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. That's what I'm saying. You might have a whole lot of mixed up dogs in that days because them males would get out. They would find a way to get out.
Because males can smell a bitchin' season in a 3-mile radius of your home. This is funny.
That's right. Because, we said, my pops be like, DJ, he be home about 3 days. And here come DJ coming back home, looking crazy and ain't. And
right.
Out of here. We like, DJ. And DJ just went out there just fornicating and prodigal son and stuff.
Exactly. So back in the day,
Back in the days when the starting of the dog pound started being developed up, nobody would take responsibility for their dogs.
Yes, ma'am. Before we get out of here, I'm just gonna, if you don't mind, just let me hold you just a little bit more.
No.
What advice or tips, non-negotiables do you have for breeding the Corso?
For one thing when I breed, if I can, because people have come from Jersey, New York, or wherever to get one of my pups. I got a person right now that's in Jersey. He's like,
Right.
a friend of mine got a dog pup. I'm like, I'm not.
I grew up on a farm too. Shut up. I am 47 years old. I don't have children and will never have children. So thanks, but no. Going to have your first. White people are asking. What the fuck are you talking about? You're so weird. Shut up, Joe. You ain't gonna make me laugh, so just go away. White people are asking for cultural differences in dog shows. Okay, listen. I don't have a problem with other colors of people. I don't have a race issue. I don't. Well, that's stupid. I've never had a problem with color or races or anything. So I don't know what you think. I have a problem with people being stupid. And I don't have a problem calling it out. So stop being stupid.
This is my last breeding. Not unless somebody comes to me and wants to breed their female. But anyway.
I know you think I'm racist, but I'm not. I hate all people equally. I'm an equal opportunity hater. How about that? So make you feel better, Joe?
I try to have them.
Here, I'll do one better. I hate women the most. A lot of people call me misogynist. Does that make you feel better? Go off on that. I think men are superior. Does that make you feel better? That'll probably blow up a lot. I believe in the patriarchy. Oh my God.
Train with me once a week.
Mm.
I really, I'm like, if you really want one of my dogs, please, if you're living near me, you have to come train with me once a week. That's all I'm asking. Once a week for the next 7 or 8 weeks.
Yeah.
I want to continue that training because once I get that into them, which is hard, especially in males, it's like a black woman trying to teach me something. Come on.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the one. And the other.
See, why couldn't she just say a woman? Why did she? I mean, you think I have a race issue? Why did it have to be a black woman? Could you imagine if I said a white woman? There, does that make you feel better, Joe? Just fucking with you. I don't really care.
Thing, like I said, is to look at the dog that you're breeding. Look at the female, look at the bitch, as they say, and look at the male. Look at the rear, look at the shoulders, look at the head. You know, look, are they in shape? Because, you know, when the Corsos go out here now and they're in the shows, they look like they 200 and 300 pounds. They're not supposed to be that.
Yeah, they they want them thick in the show now. They want them
it's like, that's not what that dog is so unhealthy and so out of fit. I had a guy who wanted to breed a dog with me one time. The dog was fat. I kept telling the dog was fat. He's like, don't do that. The dog got up there, did 3 pumps, and he was out. I was like, see, I told you. So it's like, keep your dog in shape. Don't be thinking about, I got my dog got 175 pounds. Okay. Good for you. That's what I tell them. People see me in the street, like, my dog is, and half the time the dog it's not even his size, but my dog, just keep him in shape. Don't overdo it. Don't.
Joe, I think you're race sensitive.
Right. So that's the other thing.
How much is your how big are your dogs? How much they weigh?
Just
a guesstimation.
Rockstar, no, they just had vet visits. Rockstar, I think, is 144, and a coup is 140.
Okay, yeah. They big solid dogs, yeah.
Yeah, that's all muscle. All muscle.
Yeah.
They tucked. You know, I'm not.
Yeah.
I want my dogs to live. No.
Yeah.
I'm the fat one. Let me be fat. They're not them be.
Right. Yeah, that coup is tough, boy.
Yeah, he is.
Beautiful dog. Yeah.
He's a rough cookie.
Everybody gonna look at their dog's feet tonight, and whenever this airs.
They have to be. That's why I look at my dogs. I'm like, do I see paws like a cat, or do I see why? Like, I can't. Because even if you go buy a puppy that's like that, that means they was in a wire crate or something, or it's just in their genetics.
Splayed feet. That's what I call it. That's why she keeps doing this, because it's splayed feet.
One or the other.
Right. Do you think they just sometimes the feet tighten up?
Or it doesn't have enough calcium. God. Was wild. The dog was beyond overweight. He walked maybe 150 meters. Just 300 feet of football field. Lying on the ground. Oh my God.
As they grow?
Sometimes they do.
Yeah.
So I can't say,
they get enough nutrition and their toes aren't too long. Once they weaken out though and stay that way, you play hell getting them back up.
They don't. Sometimes a lot of things happen as they grow. This is the thing, Joe, and keep this in mind.
Yes, ma'am.
When people have a litter and they go, this is the pick of the litter, that's a damn lie. Okay?
What?
Don't believe nobody.
It's not.
You got an 8-week-old puppy saying that's the pick of the litter.
It's true.
Because they change.
They do.
Well, they do, but at 8 weeks, they come back to that at 2 years. 2 years. They will change from 8 weeks to 2 years. But whatever they are at 8 weeks, give them 2 years and they will look like that again. But between that 8 weeks and 2 years, if you are breeding consistent, if you are breeding a solidified breed, Corso's not one of them. So, that's a fucking crapshoot. But if you're breeding a solidified breed like a Doberman or a Rottweiler or a Boxer or a Great Dane or anything that's a fucking solidified breed, if you know what you're breeding and not just breeding to the fucking neighbor's dog. Oh my God. Now I'm pissed. Whatever your dog is at 8 weeks should come back to what it is at 2 years when fully fucking matured. That's why you pick them at 8 weeks. The fuck is she talking about? But between the 8 weeks and 2 years, you're going to go through what we call lanky stage, teenage stage, ugly stage. There's many phrases that we call it between that 8 weeks and 2 years as they're maturing and growing. Because yes, they will mature and grow. But when you stack your litter up, however many they are, there is a pick of your litter, and they may be minute. Oh my God, right? They may be minute between first pick, second pick. You may like this shoulder lay back just a little bit more than you like this one, or you may like this head planes just a little bit more than you like that one, or this croup, this lay back, this brisket, this whatever. Whatever you're picking, this to be your pick puppy. But this pick puppy is this pick puppy because it is the best of the entire fucking litter for whatever fucking reason. Or this one has not quite as good as layback, but his temperament matches fucking perfect on for whatever you're picking that puppy for. And so that is your pick fucking puppy of that litter. Now, its brother, which is second pick, whatever, doesn't have quite the temperament that you want, but its layback may be just a little bit better. Now, depending on what you're picking for, show, working, whatever, blah, 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 for that litter, because you usually breed for yourself as a fucking breeder, then that's why you pick, this is my pick of the litter of this litter. I don't know what the fuck she's talking about.
Change.
They change.
They change, boy.
Auku was the biggest puppy in the litter. Now his brother is the biggest.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
His brother got a bigger head, you know, whatever.
Oh.
He just don't have the confidence Auku has.
see,
Right.
But it's like that's a lie. You can't pick up a litter till they about 6 or 7 months old.
not true.
Yeah, when they develop, yeah, you know
Yeah.
who was the better dog. But yeah.
Not true. Lies.
Yeah.
Yeah, every week.
If you know your lines, you know you're fucking breeding, you know why you're breeding for 8 weeks. It will come back from 8 weeks at 2 years to look like what that puppy did at 8 weeks.
They change, you're like, ooh. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Especially
Yeah.
a Corso.
Yeah. That's why I've been kind of
Because it's not a solidified fucking breed. It's all over the fucking place. That's why these dogs look like fucking a mixed fucking bag in the fucking lineup.
thinking about keeping mine just a tad bit longer. You know what I mean?
Right?
These people just be telling all kinds of stupid shit. Oh no.
Couple more weeks. Because I be choosing out mine. So yeah. Well, I really appreciate you. Is there anything else maybe that I missed that you might want people to know?
Should. Do it.
No, just if you're going to buy a Corso, look at the dog. Look at the parents. See what the parents look like.
Look at the pedigree. See what the pedigree is. Because whatever the fucking pedigree is, down the line, you're going to see what the fuck your dog's going to be. Or possibly could be. Because whatever's hidden in the fucking pedigree is what you're going to fucking get. And whatever you breed to is whatever's going to fucking pop up. Because it's hidden.
Look at the
yeah.
make sure the hinds are right. Make sure the shoulder.
The hinds. I love this. The hind. What part of the hinds are we looking at?
Are right, the head, the muzzle.
What about it?
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't be going to get something that look like a damn
The snipiness.
Right.
collie or something. You know.
Right. Yeah.
Snipiness.
But
Yeah.
just
You might.
be careful.
Yeah. They might need to do a little education on what it's supposed to look like.
Exactly.
Yeah. For sure. But I tell you.
And the temperament. Please look at the temperament.
That's the biggest issue we got right now.
The temperament. You know.
Yeah.
And the health. Maybe we should look at the health.
What does the temperament of a Corso? What should it look like?
The temperament, it should be confident. It should be a confident dog, which means the dog. I mean, you got some aggressive dogs who are confident.
And the thing was, did you see that she got in trouble before and then got more dogs? I posted it in my group on Facebook. She got in trouble before and then got more dogs. This is the second time she's been caught. Yeah.
Confident, but you want a dog that's built all the way around, like it could be in the crowd and it don't have to, or
So bomb-proof.
it can be aggressive when you need it to be aggressive. But a dog that's all the way around, not a dog that's aggressive all the time, or a dog that's
so neutral, unbothered, bomb-proof.
timid. You don't want a timid dog. And all you got to do is do this to see if the dog is timid. Just do that.
Mm-hmm.
And if they go, then you. Like, I don't want that dog. Right, you know what I mean?
Yes, ma'am.
And that's the thing. That's what I'm telling you. When I took Auku to this second class of the thing, and they were talking about, that Rottweiler. I mean, Cane Corsos. We had a lot of them. They don't do nothing. I said, okay. That's all I say. I don't know what your experience is. I know what mine is. I just go, okay.
Yeah. Well, see, trainers say that a lot, but in your opinion, does it, and it's always this trainer. He always got, his dog is always a pit bull or something mixed with a pit bull. They say, oh, the Corso ain't nothing. But do you think that I know that some of them just they don't want to wait on it. They think they think the Corso is a Malinois, something like that. And I think it just takes some time for the dog to mature.
Yes.
To get it where you want it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, so how old is it Auku right now and you started that bite work?
Auku, well, actually I just started Auku maybe a year ago.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
He did his first thing with maybe 7 months ago. He did his first work with the canine cops.
Mm-hmm.
And they just was like, oh my God, we love this dog. They took it was called bite night to see if the dogs would bite. So people would come in with their dogs and they would like doing it. And Cool just like, boom, just got onto it. So one of the cops said, I want to take him in the room by himself. So he took him in the room, he had cans and
enough.
he was doing that other stuff. Cool was like, fuck them cans, I'm gonna get you. Excuse my French. He was like, and then the owner came back and he was looking at it. Cool. He was like, man, woo, that's a nice dog. I was like, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Does your symbol mean like hacker? Like internet hacker?
But the Cool was like, I'm late for them cans and them whips. I'm coming for you.
Right. Yeah.
And then later on, he like came over and petted Cool. He was fine.
Yeah. Oh man, I enjoyed this interview.
I enjoyed you.
You know, and then I appreciate the fact that you hadn't, like I said in the beginning, diamonds you got to find. Diamonds you got to find them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, I want people to think about that. Why a lot of times we on Facebook arguing, wasting time.
I had a couple of people tell me to write a book because of me being a Black woman with big dogs and doing all this training. But we'll see.
Well, yeah, let's get it done. But I'm glad you came here, and
I'm glad you asked me to come.
Yes, ma'am. Shared your wisdom and all that good stuff. Any final word for closing remarks before the benediction?
Keep a positive attitude.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah,
keep
for
loving your heart.
Right. And we are praying for you.
Thank you.
You're gonna defeat this cancer once again.
Yeah.
You got too much life in you, woman. You know what I mean? You just do. You like my last guest I had on a guy, Dog Day with Dylan, just energy. Positive energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I appreciate it. All right, young lady.
All right. Well, that's enough of that. So there's that. So now you got the whole thing. So he didn't mean anything by it, or she didn't mean anything by it. Wasn't racist, nothing like that. Nice. That's pretty cool. All right, so we made it through all that. And that is all I have for you guys today. I'm going to jump off here because I have so many people bugging me and I can't stay focused. And I wanted to play that, and you guys tell me in the comments what you think of it, what your thoughts on it. Like, subscribe, share. Honestly, tell me what your opinions are. Because I can't honestly figure it out. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe everybody else is wrong who sent it to me. What is your opinions? What you think of it? And we'll go from there. But and we'll do another one. Oh, happy 4th of July, because it will be 4th of July weekend on Saturday. but it is 4th of July weekend. Everybody stay safe. Keep your dogs and your animals happy and have a good time. Be safe. Don't drink and drive. And I will see you Monday. Anyway, I'm out.
Man, club just a system, but the deck's set to fail. You speak for transparency, they call it a crime. Next day, you suspended for 6 months of your time. Pedigree, politics, trophies on the wall. Vanity awards while the ethics take a fall. They say it's for the free, but we know what it is. Power in the clubhouse, silence in the pit. Pedigree, politics, ribbons and lies. Smiles at the banquet, but the truth in disguise. You can muzzle the voice, but the truth don't quit. Dog show, kingdom built on counterfeit grit.